advice would you give students in design?
I think it's really about expanding their approach to a design problem. So looking at it from a much bigger picture, thinking about the user and how they basically experience the product, how they connect with it digitally, and how they live with it. So it's really a much broader vision of what a design solution should be.
We designers, we used to be kind of tools, or design used to be a tool to get products into the market. And I think nowadays it's much more complex than that. We have more responsibility. We're kind of in between the industry and in between society, and we have to foresee trends, we have to be very sensitive, and we have to be very responsible. And I think that's the main advice I have, that feel the responsibility and be smart.
I actually think it's much harder for students now. I mean, it's so complex, and it's complex in the workplace, but for the expectations of students is not only the design work and coming up with great presentations and selling their ideas, but it's actually standing behind their ideas and really explaining them all the way through the journey of the product. So it is.
We talk a lot about failure, and I think it's something we don't discuss enough, because we always think students in the beginning of their career think that they have to be so perfect and they can't allow themselves to try stuff and then just fail with it. And we as managers, we have to give our teams the feeling that it's not about them, it's about there's them as individuals, and they are great and awesome, and then there is their work, and then we have to be open and say, look, I'm not sure, and discuss things. But it's a clear separation, so there's no problem to fail.
What is the most exciting part of being the head of design?
There's so many exciting things about it. I think for me, it feels a bit like, sometimes it feels a bit like having superpowers. You have an idea, and you have a vague idea in your head, and you discuss it with the team, and then everybody goes back and they start ideating and thinking about it, and then they come back with stuff that is way better than what you had in your mind. And I think that's the most exciting thing for me.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that part as well, where you get the team together and they start bouncing off ideas off each other, and it starts to build, and everyone builds that energy with them. And then I think also the best part is before a presentation, where you see the models coming together, you see the presentations coming together. The guys are starting to build up their own excitement. And that bit is really enjoyable, right up to the point where then I need to sell the ideas for them, and they're all looking at me then to kind of present their work in the best way. And of course, at the end of it, that's fantastic as well. But it's such an exciting part, I think, when it all comes together in a great way.
How has Corona affected your approach to design?
I think there's two things. There's one, the physical kind of way of working. So of course we in Sweden here we shut down for quite a minimal time compared to the rest of Europe. The first thing we did was send the guys home with their equipment. So then we started quickly adapting to a new way of learning and working together with teams and having meetings online. And actually, that really advanced all our technology and our way of working, which I think is a benefit, to be honest. But in terms of the company focus, we've actually looked now at developing quicker on offering online sales, simplifying our offer so that it's easier for the customer to choose. So it's actually started to influence the product and the development of the product quite quickly. So it's both speeded us up digitally, and it's also changed our mindset as a business. Max, what do you think?
I think trust is another thing I would want to add. I mean, we never understood how much we can trust people with confidential data, and also with just delivering without us being in control over the time. So having people at home really brought us closer together as a team, because we just agree on a scope of work, and then we find the best time to do it. And possibly you have more time to work to improve yourself as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we keep some of these processes going.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them have said have actually created space and time to think deeper into the work rather than being disturbed with meetings. And I think that's one of the great things that's come of it. The other one is then how we get together in a meeting and discuss things, and people have built up confidence, I think, to talk online and in a Teams meeting rather than have to be round a table all together. So I think it's been a journey, but it's been an interesting, I think, a positive journey. Thank you very much for listening in, and we look forward to seeing your design work in the future.